biggest thing I think is we are so caught up in our day-to-day lives that we just think that every little thing is the end of the world, right? We think that everything that happens and that's negative, even if it's not negative, we get so wrapped up in it where we think that this is the moment that I have to stress out about. I'm not going to like have a good day if this doesn't go right. And when you're a professional like myself, it's very easy to get really caught up in situational things. But the one thing that keeps me very balanced is to live a very grateful life. A lot of life has taught me that I should always have a grateful spirit for everything I do have, because things are just here today, gone tomorrow. And that's just the reality of life, honestly. Nothing is guaranteed to us. So would it make more sense to be grateful for all the blessings you do have instead of sweating the small stuff? It absolutely does. Set very, very bold, healthy boundaries with people. No one can be happy if we're feeling like we're not being respected, if we're not being heard, and if people are just completely violating our personal space, our emotional space, in very just destructive and uncomfortable ways. We don't tend to show people how we want to be treated and what those lines are that people just cannot cross. And if you don't show those things to other people, those lines will constantly be crossed. Definitely set very, very healthy boundaries. Does not mean that you have to be mean, does not mean that you have to really cut people out of your life, but you have to show people that if you do cross these lines, if you do things that are not conducive to me being happy, then I'm going to have to step back. I'm going to have to, there's going to be a consequence for those actions, right? The thing I do want to say is that you should always challenge social expectations. People will always kind of say that, you know, you should be doing this when you're X, you know, years old, or, you know, kind of judge you based off of social expectations in life. But that's so stupid. It's silly. It's really just silly to me. I've never been that type of person where I will feel like pressured to do something just because it's a social status quo, not by friends, not by family. I've always been someone who goes by the beat of my own drum and feels very independent that way, and I feel like that's really been, you know, something that's led to me being successful up to this point, because I've used my instincts a little bit more than what people think, and, you know, social anxiety and stuff like that, and basically what the world wants me to be. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's something that rules your life, then that's completely up to you. But I feel like a majority of people that do kind of run their life in that type of way are a little bit more unhappy with it ultimately, because they're not really doing things they want to do because they want to do it, right? It's always to meet some sort of expectation as to where they think they should be. And one thing I will say is that, you know, let go of those things. If you don't want to be in a relationship at 30 years old with somebody, then don't do it. Don't do it just because all your friends and your family expect you to be, or you think you're going to be judged if you're not in a serious relationship. Don't do it. Do things that set your heart on fire and make you happy, like a happy individual. And, you know, good people, a good person's going to come into your life based off of that, because I honestly believe what you put out, you know, people will kind of be gravitating towards that. Now, I don't want to say that, you know, everyone in your life at this point is just trying to manipulate you into doing something. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm pretty much saying is do what makes you happy. If you do everything that everyone else wants you to do, 9 times out of 10, you'll just end up a very miserable person. You gotta understand that your journey is your journey alone. You have to follow what your heart is telling you to do, and that'll make you just a happy, bubbly, amazing, just really good energy person. So that's something I would definitely do if you guys are feeling a little bit down and out, feeling like you're not happy in life. That's a really good tip for changing all of that. Right. And my last tip for you guys today is to find the humor in life. It's so easy to just be so serious all the time, to just be like straight-faced, trying to just go through life like super serious. Sally and just trying to kind of keep like a mean mug on your face all the time, just like. But no, we don't need to do that. Life is so short, guys. Like, if you go through life just with a subliminal frown and just upset and just kind of like stressed through life, like, oh, let me just get this over with, then you're never going to be happy. Like, it's obvious, but it's not obvious to some people, because a lot of people surprisingly do it. Find things to laugh at even when the situation feels like it's not funny at all. That'll get you through so many situations that otherwise would drain you, make you feel sad, depressed, unhappy with your life in general. Everything has some sort of humor, some sort of upside in it. The trick is to finding it and learning how to laugh. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at situations that are just so apparently terrible and bad. That's all I wanted to say for this video today. I feel like it's so hard to find videos that are just kind of about being happy and just what it means to really live a happy life. At the base of everything, all the other YouTube content you'll see on here, at the very base of everything, a happy individual is what really matters. So with that being said, so much for watching. You guys in my next video. Bye!